Take three, I presume. Okay. So I'm trying to keep this somewhat quick. If you want to, you could just have something in the background and just have this, or have this in the background. And I'm sorry, I normally don't try to be as serious. I try to be so uplifting, try to be happy, or if the time calls for it, mad when it comes to a video, but for me, that's not the case. I have been stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that too has to be nightmares and pretty bad depression. My nightmares have been death related for the past 2 months straight. I have literally, during the day and during the night, been unable to think about death, my own death. Not that I am suicidal. No, 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 no. That has nothing to do with this. I am not suicidal. Okay? But just the constant thought of the ticking time bomb of death has been constantly like ticking in my brain for the past 2 months to the point where it's just become a daily routine. Go to sleep, think about it. Wake up, think about it. Eat your breakfast, think about it. Go to work, think about it. It's just been terrible. And whenever I'm not thinking about it, I just have this deep understanding that I'm just completely and utterly lonely and feeling almost like a very minuscule human being. Ever since I was young, I did not value myself highly. I have like self doubts all the time. I have been I view myself as a subpar human being. I have low dignity and low self esteem. I don't ever view myself as higher than anyone else. I can't. I can't see myself being higher than anyone else. There are times where I just sit there and cry because it's not that I want to value myself higher than anyone else. I want to value myself to the level of being with somebody. To be able to talk to somebody and not feel like if they did anything to me right now, I just wouldn't do anything because they're better than me. Everyone's better than me. That's how I've been feeling for a very long time. I'm not going to get into why, but I know there's mostly my upbringing of one person could be the reason of why, but I don't know. And I'm probably going to need to talk to a therapist about it. And I'm sorry for the cars outside. It's way too hot here. Really sorry. I need the window open, and I live in a room right next to a street. I've been relying on one person for the past 2 months to help me. I haven't told him per se that I had been relying per se on him, and I'm sorry if you do see this and you really don't want to be my friend anymore. I understand. But I've talked to him a few times about emotional things, and he understands. He's grown up with stuff like that too. But I just don't value myself at all. My dad has tried to help. My current stepmom has tried to help. I have tried year after year after year to try to help myself to the point where I've been getting opportunities to better myself and I just don't go with it because I don't think I'm worth the time. That has been really affecting me when I'm trying to make videos. And then on top of that, when I make a video and I see severely low view counts and severely low view time, That's what happens. I am part of that ecosystem of where it's not somebody getting extremely high numbers, then suddenly getting dropping down, and they're like, "Oh no, my career is ruined. My career has never even started," and it just doesn't feel like it ever will because my view counts are severely low. Nobody watches me on Twitch when I actually do stream, and I'm working a minimum wage job the first job I ever had, and it's just terrible for me. I've been there for 3 years, and I'm still stuck with the same people, with the same job, with the same life I've been. Maybe this move will help. Yes, we're going to be moving soon, hopefully soon, because honestly, I've been stuck in a rut for so long. I'm an introvert. I like being inside, but I do like to also venture outside and talk to new people. I guess I've been growing out of being an introvert, but I prefer being on the inside, talking with meaningful people instead of having a wide variety of quote unquote friends. I just want some meaningful people around my life. And right now, there's only two. And that would be my father, my friend in Discord. The only two people that actually talk to me on a daily basis. The rest have their own lives. The rest have somewhere to be all the time. Not part of the time, and they come back to say hi. I have not received a hi, hello, or anything from anyone besides these two people. Even at work, for the people that I work with. I have to say it. Otherwise, they just walk by me. Is that considered friends? I don't know anymore. Did I ever have friends? Yes. Long, long, very long time ago, I had a group of friends, and they don't. Well, one of them hates my guts, and rightfully so. The rest have forgiven me, but I never talked to them. Ever. We kind of flew off the radar. I don't know where to find them anymore. And the one friend that helped me through the time when my high school friends were gone, his computer hasn't been working. His computer is completely shot. Is been unable to pay for getting another one. So on Discord, I only talk to one person. On my house, I talk to a few, but the only one that genuinely talks to me is my dad. And every time when I go onto YouTube, I always think maybe I can better myself. Look how they're doing. Look how everyone's doing. Look at Mini Lad. Look at Terrace. Look at all of them. They seem they go through a rut and stuff, but they look happy. I know I'm not. I don't know if I ever will be. I'm a very, very low self-esteem kind of person. I value myself lower than everyone. I don't care what happens to me as long as like if somebody was like about to get ran over, I'd push them out of the way and let myself be the one hit. I don't value it as much, and I'm not suicidal. I know a lot of people are probably gonna think that after like hearing a depressing video like this. I'm not suicidal. I don't blame for people thinking I am. The point my dad has been constantly saying, if you're starting to feel those kinds of feelings, tell him immediately. I shouldn't have to. I got to a point where one time when I was watching, let's say I Philip DeFranco or a few other people that BetterHelp and stuff like that was coming around, I was thinking about it, but at the time as well, I also thought that I wasn't worth the time. Should I better myself if I don't feel like I deserve it? I've been like that for, years? Ever since I left high school. Even in college, I always felt that way. I felt like nothing. That's why I've been trying so hard to find someone out there to live my life with and understand what I feel like I need to find someone out there, someone to hold close, to give me purpose. Because I know sure as hell I'm not giving myself my own. Because I'm not smart. I'm not funny. I'm just a sad, strange, tall, but still feel like a little man. And usually a lot of the times I have to go along with somebody else, and that's what makes me happy. When people say, hey, you want to play a game of League? You want to play a game of this? I was like, sure, I jump right in, but normally I wouldn't play without them. But I do have fun with the game. I do love the game, but I can only play for like an hour and I'm done. I can't play extended without somebody there. And there's only one person that I've been talking to and can actually play with at extended amounts of time, and then when they're gone, I'm alone again. I always feel alone. I know this has been rambling and constantly going back and forth. So, I hope you understand the reason why I haven't been uploading as frequently. Why I tend to not make as many videos and don't talk as much. I have the time, per se, to make them. I just don't feel worth the time. And I'm sorry if that seems depressing. I just wanted to get this off my chest. I've been like this for months, and I hope you don't have to deal with this on a daily basis. A lot of people have purpose. People have found their fantastic, cool dream jobs. People have worked hard year after year to get to the point of being doctors, nurses, and all of that. I'm not smart enough. I know I'm not. Or at least I believe I'm not. I don't know how to think for myself on multiple occasions, multiple times, and how to do something. When I try to learn something, I learn it and then it just falls flat. The one passion I've had my entire life of playing music was thrown away after high school because the college that I was going to didn't have any form of music program besides learning how to press a button on a freaking computer, and that was it. I liked traditional music playing. I can't create. I suck at drawing. I've practiced and practiced and practiced. There was a time when I practiced for weeks, the months. And I just go back to just being terrible. I've tried new forms. That's why I tried going into YouTube. I see a lot of people and I'm growing in subscribers, and I love all of you guys. From the diehard first people that have watched my videos to the ones who have just came in. Love all of you. And I sincerely don't know what you see in me. Oh, great. Loud music outside of a car window. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I need. Terrible with rhythm, rhyme. I'm terrible. That's why when I was doing traditional music, it was completely by somebody else's book. I was following somebody else. Maybe I'm just a follower. I can't do anything myself, maybe. I don't know what makes me happy until somebody else shows me something, and then miraculously I figure out that thing makes me happy. PewDiePie was the one that introduced me to being a gaming YouTuber. That's what made me happy. Video games, I was introduced by my parents. little Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast when I was younger. Where were the days? The days have gone by, the years upon years have gone by, and I just haven't found anything that truly makes me happy outside of other people. It's the dilemma of an introvert. I'm like almost like completely introverted, but I need other people. I'm not a hermit. I would say I'm the opposite. I need somebody there to talk to. And no one can be there 24/7 for you. No one can. A significant other or just a best friend. Sadly enough, I know that all too well. Probably more than most. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm sorry if this was sort of like something to get off my chest. I needed to get something off. Otherwise, I was gonna probably cry myself to sleep tonight. Or I feel the tears in my eyes right now already. Hope your life is a lot better than mine. I know it's most likely almost 100% is. If you're feeling some form of suicidal or self harm thoughts, please seek help. I'm not to that level, but I know a lot of people who are. So please, I don't want anyone to be worse than me. Please seek help. Be better than me, as I know you are.